PCCs in a rifle configuration. What is it for? Who is it for? Do you use them? Who uses them? Do you like the shorter ones? Do you like the longer ones? Say that different. What's going on, good people? It's your boy RGG, a regular gun guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you gun content that everybody can relate to. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up and smash that sub button. And if you're returning to the channel, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. So today, look, we're gonna talk about a PCC rifle, the Ruger LC carbine, chambered in 45 ACP. Now, why did I choose 45 ACP? We'll get into that in a little bit, but this particular firearm comes in 10 mil, 5.7, and 45. So those were my options. Now here's the thing, it's been around for a minute, so let's not act like this is a brand new gun that just came out. It's been around probably since 2024. I've had my eyes on it, just never pulled the trigger on it, you know what I'm saying? I debated back and forth. I was gonna go 5.7 or 45. 10 millimeter is my favorite cartridge, but I chose 45 because A, I can suppress it. B, it'll get the job done. We know that for sure. C, it's a little less expensive than 5.7. Although all three of those calibers can get pretty expensive, right? So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna take this gun, run a bunch of rounds through it. We're gonna run it through my practical rating system. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain that here in a bit. But in the meantime, I need to get the first shots downrange, get this thing sighted in, and then we'll get into the fun stuff here in a minute. All right, I'll be back. This is literally gonna be my first shots with this. I'll let you see downrange, what it looks like, what I'm gonna be shooting at. I'm gonna sight it in at about 10 yards, and we'll get into why I'm sighting it in at such a short distance here in a little bit. Just let me get this thing sighted in, but I wanted y'all to see the first shots on camera. So I'm sighting in with some just ball ammo. Magazine goes into the pistol grip, similar to like the Ruger pistols, the 5.7, and I'll go over the features here in a little bit, but let's just try to get this thing sighted in. All right, we hot. We off safe. See what we got. Okay. So it looks like we're a little low and right. I'm gonna take another shot just to verify. Oh yeah. All right, let me get this sighted in. Be right back. Okay, so let's talk about this practical rating system that I have. When I get a firearm for the first time, I like to run it through what I like to call my practical rating system, PRS, however you want to do it. So in this practical rating system, for the most part, it's just the things that I think most average everyday gun owners care about the most. I'll go over this practical rating system for those of you who are new, and for those of you who know what it is, bear with me. So what we do is it's 10 categories, right? Each category gets scored from 1 to 10. If you get a 10 in that category, that means you aced it. Everything about that category and that firearm was absolutely perfect. If you get a 1 in that cacategory, you know, hey, you got a whole lot of work to do. You can score between 0 and 100. 100 would be the perfect firearm. I'm not sure if that exists, right? So the 10 categories are packaging, build quality, features, trigger, performance, availability, usage, aftermarket support, reliability, and bang for your buck / value. You score 0 to 59, that's not good at all. 60 to 69, that simply means it works. Maybe it looks terrible, it feels terrible in the hand, but it works, right? 70 to 79, now that's a solid firearm. That firearm will get the job done. Whatever it is you're trying to do with it, it's a solid firearm to get the job done. 80 to 89, now that's an above average firearm. That means it's batting above its weight class. That's a really, really good gun. 90 to 99, that means it's awesome. It's above average, right? Like in my opinion. So that one is like something you really need to check out. Highly recommended is what I like to say. And then if you score 100, it's a perfect firearm. I'll wait for the day. We'll get this thing scored. I'll give you my pros and cons at the end. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some shots from about 10 yards out. That'll give us a little bit of the accuracy test. So here we go. Straight to the middle. On safe. Wow. That's actually pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Let's go up to the top. Do it again. Oh, did we have a malfunction or was that me? Huh? That was me. That's me. We are good. And it locked open. Let you see. Nice. Drop the mag. Chambers open. Gun safe. Lay it down. So now I just want to kind of take a look at the recoil impulse on this. Let you guys take a look at it. Just kind of see. The controls on this is smooth too. Oh yeah. Make safe. The recoil impulse is nothing. I'll go over the features of this gun here in a little bit. I want to take a moment to send a big shout out to Click Click Bang Firearms for providing this Ruger LC carbine for this video today. Thank you guys for always supporting the channel. One of the premier retail locations out in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Please go check them out, man. They have some of the things that are hard to find. If they don't have it, they can get it. The company is awesome and I appreciate y'all. When you go there, ask for Gary with the G. Tell him RGG sent you. So I had a plan to run this thing suppressed, right? And just so I can show how quiet that 45 is and have some fun with it. The crazy part is I forgot one thing. The suppressor. What the? It's very comfortable in the hand. The recoil is minimal. Safe. Let's take it through the practical rating system and talk about how I scored this thing. So first off, let's start with packaging. Packaging, I gave it a 7.5. I gave it 7.5 because it comes in that basic white Ruger box. I be feeling like they could give you a hard case, or it only comes with one magazine. So to me, that was another ding on it. So I only gave it a 7.5. Build quality, I gave it a 9. Thing is built like a tank. It feels substantial when you're holding it. Build quality, 9. Features, 9. This thing is feature packed. Full pick rail on there, ambi safety controls. You can put the charger handle on either side. You got M-lock in the front. You got a rail under the bottom. It's really feature packed. Take Glock magazines. That's a huge plus, even though it only comes with the one, but you know, they could have gave us a stick or something, but at the end of the day, this gun is feature packed. I gave it a 9. Trigger, 7.5. The trigger is not the first thing that catches your attention, right? It does the trick. You know, in a defensive situation, the trigger is absolutely perfect. If this is gonna be like a competition gun and you wanna be super, super fast with it, I don't see that happening with this trigger unless you like one of those super shooters. But the trigger, I gave a 7.5. Performance, 8.5. As you guys saw that out there on the range, I was having a lot of fun with it. Transitioning shots, shooting still, the accuracy was there. I was able to get some tight groups with it. Just had a lot of fun with this thing, man. So the performance on this thing, 8.5. Availability, 8.5 as well. I don't think you have an issue finding it. That's kind of what I do when I'm checking availability. I just move around like I was actually looking for it myself. Usage, 9. Probably could have gave it higher. You can pretty much use it for anything you want. This can make a great bedside rifle, car gun with the folding stock. In terms of usage, man, you can use this thing for just about anything. I think it makes all the sense in the world, especially in this caliber, because you know this caliber gets the job done. Aftermarket support, 7.5. Because for this gun in particular, you don't see a lot of specific items in the aftermarket. Now, I know you can do an aftermarket trigger, maybe some of the controls, but aftermarket support, I think, is going to be a little skimpy on this. Now, granted, you can put different accessories on it, but I'm talking about when you want to upgrade a lot of different things on the gun or inside the gun. I don't think the aftermarket support is like that of an AR, Glock, and stuff like that, so 7.5. Reliability, 10. So the way that I score reliability is based on how the gun performs up until the point of this video. So these are the first shots through it. I ran like maybe 200-300 rounds through it. I ran some Underwood ammo through it. I ran some hollow points. I ran some Federal stuff through it, some Winchester stuff through it, and then out of my mixed bag of 45. So It ran everything, not one malfunction at all, lock open every single time. It ran the Glock mags, it ran the SGM mag that it came with, SMG, SGM, whatever it is. It ran the magazine that it came with. I gave it a 10. Value, bang for your buck. I gave bang for your buck at 8.5. You know how YouTube is about talking pricing, so I won't really get into that, but it's definitely under a rack, well under a rack. So for something like this, that's feature packed, it's aesthetically pleasing, I think the bang for your buck, 8.5 is fair.
So as you can see, we gave this gun a whopping 85 points. The Ruger LC carbine rifle chambered in 45 ACP is definitely something worth paying attention to. Definitely an above average firearm overall, from the aesthetics to the features to the usage. That's my opinion. 85 points, above average. Now let's talk about the pros and cons.
So we'll start with the cons, right? It's a heavier gun, right? So it's probably 6-7 pound gun. I didn't weigh it, but that's what it feels like. I mean, it's heavier, which explains why it doesn't recoil very much. I mean, now don't get me wrong, it's not heavy to the point where it's gonna be annoyingly heavy, like a female can handle it, even a young kid, but it is on the heavier side. It doesn't have like traditional AR controls. To me, that's a con. If you're gonna make a rifle, most people shoot AR-15s. That's kind of what we're familiar with. I would think you would make those controls more geared to an AR. So we have to make a handful of adjustments. Even though I can get to the safety normal, but when it comes to dropping the magazine, I'm kind of in the wrong place at times because I'm so used to the AR control. And then the last con that I have, it only comes with one magazine, and then that's a 13 rounder. So that was kind of a bugaboo. But let's get into the pros. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's reliable, low recoiling, multi-use. You can use this thing for just about anything. And then last but not least, it take Glock mags. That's a huge pro because most of us have Glock magazines. And those are the pros and the cons. Do me a favor, stay solid. It's free. Defend what you want.